washer. It just drops in and threads. Well, that'll be interesting. So it's a beautiful day outside, although it's a little bit windy and we get these giant bursts of wind. But I thought I would share with you me installing a Floyd Rose tremolo arm into one of my Squires. So I have a Squire Stage Master from the year 2000, which I have modified aggressively. And I thought, you know, let's do a pop-in Floyd Rose arm on it, because why not? So why don't we install that one together? All right, so on the workbench, I've got my Squire Stage Master from the year 2000. This thing is amazing. I mean, this is such an underrated guitar. And I've modified it a lot, because when I had this guitar originally, it came with all black hardware and black open coil humbuckers. And I don't know, it just looked really dated to me. It was cool at the time, but now, not so much. So I modified this maybe like 4 years ago, and I replaced it with a JB trembucker in the bridge and a P-rails in the neck. And then I put a 5-way blade switch in here to do some auto splits and what have you, a momentary kill button. And do I have a push-pull? I do have a push-pull for coil cutting. Did I do 2? No, I just did 1. I don't play this guitar as often as I rightfully should, but it's fun. So this has a Floyd Rose special, and I know it's not the best Floyd Rose out there, but for the time being, I thought, you know, I got this for $10 from a neighbor, and it's chrome, it works, it does the job, it hasn't been an issue for me yet. It probably will be down the road, but yeah, for what this is, just being a Squire, it's pretty awesome. So this has some bumps and bruises around it, whatever. This guitar has been played a lot. It was never my main guitar, but it's definitely been through the ringer. So what I ended up getting is this Floyd Rose pop-in or push-in style trem arm. And these can go on to pretty much any Floyd Rose system. So I've got this threaded trem arm, which is I don't know what these are actually called. Let me know in the comments what these are called. I was going to look it up beforehand and I just didn't. I don't know if this is like a Schaller style, but it's basically it's an over thread, so it threads over this socket versus being thread inside the socket, like you saw the slick video where I explained it. This is another kind of Floyd Rose trem arm that I really don't like at all. Yet I haven't taken it off the workbench. Probably should just throw it in the trash, and I just haven't yet. But I got this Floyd Rose trem arm as well. I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to put this push-in trem arm. So I already took the back cover off to make it easy. So what do we got here is, let's see if I can zoom in on that here. Yeah. So it's just like a hex key. Let's see here. Get it in. Unscrew. Let's hold the bottom side here so the whole thing doesn't free spin. You can see all the cat scratches on my hand because I'm an aggressive player with my cat. He likes to bite and scratch. It's always fun. All right, so there's that. Happened to okay. So this is the back side here. Let's just drop it out. Where did it go? Here it is. Yay. And that goes with it. And let's make sure we put this all together, because it can come in handy down the road with like a really cheap Floyd Rose system. Alright. So now this thing has no trem arm in it whatsoever. You can see right through it. Well, that's pretty simple. Really? There's no washer? Huh. No washer, it just drops in and threads. Well, that'll be interesting. So let's go ahead and pop it down. Nice and snug. We want to make sure that that hex key, so you see on this, there's actually a little adjuster. So make sure that that's facing a direction that's easy to access. I'm a little more inclined to face it backwards, like all the other hex wrenches. But for the sake of, we just got to get it in there. So this is probably the dumbest way to do it. It'd be better to take the whole assembly out, but I'm just not that kind of person. Hope I didn't cross thread it. That'd be embarrassing. All right, so I believe this is 1/2 inch. It is. In you go. I know, I'm adjusting this like an animal. Nice and snug. All right? Perfect. Look at that. And there we go. We have a perfectly placed pop-in trim arm, which I need to adjust that. So we just loosen this a little bit. There we go. Drops right in. Nice and snug. Doesn't free spin too easily. If it does, if it feels a little too loose, just give it a little tweak, a little bit of tightening right there. Comes right out, pops right back in. And you don't want this thing to just easily pop out. So this is the right tension. And remember, you can save the old one for whatever down the road. It's not a great trim arm, but it'll do the job. But I do like having the idea or the option of a pop-in. Nice and snug. Perfect. For the most part, we have upgraded this Floyd Rose Special just a little bit. We took it from out of a 1 through 10, a 2 to a 3. So it'll do the job. And actually, this Floyd it's doing a pretty decent job. So that is that. Have you done this one before? Let me know in the comments down below. I am curious to know who else has done this. Hopefully that demystifies putting in a Floyd Rose trim arm for you, because it's kind of cool that you have that option. Whereas with a like a fulcrum style tremolo, if you want to change out the kind of tremolo you have to change out the whole block assembly. Whereas on a Floyd Rose, all you got to do is just get a Floyd Rose style trem arm. It's a real quick and easy swap, and you can have a completely different style. So like I said, I had threaded before, and now I have a pop-in. Now I'm not going to review that trem arm right now because that might not make any sense. I just put it on. I don't really need to put it through its paces. It feels nice and snug, and that's a wonderful thing for me. So don't forget, if you do like guitar related videos like this, make sure you hit that like button and also subscribe to the 11th Fret if you haven't already. And make sure you also hit that little bell notification to be notified when I do upload new content so you don't miss a thing. As always, thank you guys so much for sticking around with me and joining me on this quick and dirty video, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Take it easy, everybody.